Hey everybody. Now, welcome back to another episode of Super Sleepy Gamer. This is going to be a PSA, like a public service announcement. Now, the reason I make these is because you're viewing me, and I want the world to know, like, they're going to see such a shining example of an amazing person that are going to know automatically that person watches the Super Sleepy Gamer. This today is going to be covering bathrooms. I know, it's something we all do. We all shit, we all pee. We all do some other dirty things in the bathroom too. I'm kind of upset. I've lived my life, and I'm a little upset that I even have to do this. But there are a lot of people who don't know better. So I'm going to go over this, alright? And I'm going to explain at the end why, no matter what you think, you should listen to me. Because the truth is, a lot of you are going to be like, he's not talking about me. I don't do that kind of shit. And then there's going to be other people who are like, no way, I'm a man. I got to pee on everything. That's just how it goes. It's how I am. Or I don't give a shit just because other people do. No, there's going to be reasons you should care. All right? Really. So we're going to start out. I am a man. I have a penis. And that's why I want to cover, I'm mostly going to cover man's habits. But you know, ladies, you can definitely take this information and use it, apply it to however your experiences are with the bathroom. I'm sure you run into issues like this. Now, guys, when they go into a bathroom, there's sometimes a choice. Now, this is etiquette. This is good etiquette for especially like public restrooms and for like office restrooms. Now, at home, you can mess up your bathrooms a little bit more if you want. I can't control that. All right, that's not me to judge, but I am going to judge people in a public space. All right, so when a guy goes into a toilet, obviously he has the stalls and he has the urinals. All right. Now, if you choose a urinal over a stall, that's your prerogative. I don't think I need to explain that when you do pick a urinal, you should not pick one that's next to somebody. If you do, there's a really good chance we know you're trying to sneak a peek at the penis. One thing to warn you, this is just a warning, and ladies may not know this, so it's educational. But when a guy urinates at a urinal, he can shake it all he wants. I mean, it can like all over, but the truth is there's still going to be a drop of urine in there, in the penis. And it's not going to come out until you put it in your pants. And that drop doesn't come out because it's actually the coldest drop, so it chooses to stay inside. It's around the temperature of absolute zero. So when you put it back in your underwear, the drop will come out and it'll go onto your underwear. Now, so what happens from then on is that you have an icy cold spot, the coldest spot that's ever existed in the mankind, going like the coldest, wettest spot that will ever exist is touching your penis while you walk around. Everything that you do you're being touched by that cold spot. So women, don't envy us. Do not. All right. So besides that, let's talk about going into the stalls. When you go into a stall, now let's talk about stalls for a minute, because if any job was the perfect job, it was the guy who had the job to design the stalls. Because what would happen is that they were like, all right, well, let's see your designs for the stalls. And the guy showed them. He was like, here you go. And they looked at it, and they were like, well, you didn't finish the door down to the floor. And you didn't finish the door up to the top. And why is there gaps between all the walls and the door? And he was like, oh, you know, what happened was I put my pencil on the paper and I was like, this is really hard. And they were like, well, you know, we could hire somebody competent, but instead, why don't we hire you to design every stall in the United States for the rest of eternity? Because that's what every stall is in the United States. You have actual no privacy. There's giant gaps between everything. All right? And anybody can look under. If somebody's tall, you know he's looking in. You know he's seeing your penis. He's seeing it all. When you go into a stall, guys, you're gonna pee or you're gonna poop. If you pee, just put up the fucking lid. Come on. Do I have to tell you that? All right, now, if you pee and you miss, because you're a dumb guy and you think that you got to do that, you think it's some important thing, take some toilet paper and clean it up. It's not going to hurt your pride, okay? It's not a bad thing. You're not destroying yourself by doing that. And if you're so pompous that you don't want to touch the lid, you got to keep it down and you pee on the damn lid, again, take the toilet paper, clean the shit off, all right? It's not, I know you might be thinking, well, somebody's paid to clean this. Look, maybe that is the case, but there's going to be a lot of people between you and that cleaning that aren't wanting to deal with your literal shit, all right? So anyways, then there's the shitting. Now, this blows my mind. Now, I'm old, so I've seen it all. I am amazed that I have to tell you, if you get shit on the seat of a toilet or anywhere else besides in the liquid in the toilet, you clean it, you piece of shit, all right? Just clean that. That's all you gotta do, all right? It makes you such a better human being for doing that. All right, now I know, your shit's disgusting. It is, but it's yours, okay? It's 1 million times less disgusting for you than anybody else in the world, all right? So clean your damn shit if you don't get it in the toilet, all right? And if it's not an automatic flush the damn shit, all right? Just flush it. It's not hard. You're not gonna get a disease from touching the handle. Just flush it, all right? All right, so that covers some of the basics. I'm not gonna get into too much more, but I want to impersonate somebody. All right, this is going to be maybe my first impersonation. Kind of person who comes to a life decision where they finally decide that it'll be okay to talk on their cell phones while peeing or shitting, because it happens. This is my impersonation of the person when they come to that decision. All right. All right, there you go. That's what happens when somebody comes to that decision, thinks that it's okay to do that shit. All right, if I'm on the toilet, the last thing I want is to hear some idiot talking to his blah, blah, blah. Hey, Arnie, blah, blah, blah. And I'm shitting, it smells bad, obviously. And that guy's fine with it, apparently. He's like, hey, man, you hear that shit? It ain't me. I don't know who it is. You want to hear that? Whoever you're talking to, no. All right, it's bad. Don't do that. All right, the final thing I'm going to go over, there's so much more. Maybe one day I'll do a part 2 of this. You never know. We'll see what happens. We'll see if everybody listens to me. But last thing is, wash your damn hands. You're dirty. You're filthy. I don't care if you think your penis is the cleanest thing in the world. It's not. It's penis sweat. Nobody wants to think that when they touch you or touch anything that you've touched, that they are in effect touching your penis sweat or your vaginal sweat. Nobody wants to even touch that. All right. Well, I mean, in some cases, maybe some pervs might want to, and some pervs might want to touch penis sweat, but most of the people don't, all right? Most people want to pick and choose the penis sweat that they want to touch when they want to touch it. That's going to mostly conclude it. But again, what I want to say is that if you like beer, if you like video games, if you like to sleep, if you don't like to sleep, think of anything that's important in your life, anything that you want to impress, those things hate you if you do any of those things that I told you not to do. All right, they hate you. It doesn't matter if you think that you're the exception. You are not the exception. You are not so important that you have to be on that cell phone constantly. You can take a minute to use the facilities. Tell somebody, look, they'll appreciate it. They'll be like, thank you so much for being a decent human being and telling me you need to go to the bathroom and not talk to me through it. They'll appreciate that. All right? So don't be a shithead. Just don't be a shit. It'll make you a better person. It really will. You'll be able to sleep better at night. You get more presents on Christmas. It'll be so much better for everybody in every way. All right, that's all. That is my big PSA about toilets for now. We'll see what happens in the future. All right, guys. All right. Have fun playing some games. Stay awake. Don't worry about that damn sleep. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.